dailies with. So I'm now back here at the Amalj'aa camp in southern Fanaland, and I need to talk to Amalj'aa in order to do the rank up quest and unlock rank 3. So let's talk to him now. So the quest is called An Eye on the Inside. It says Amalj'aa has a task for you that his Amalj'aa soldiers cannot accomplish. Fortune is with us, honoured ally. A Brotherhood scout has chanced upon a convocation of our hated foe, the Flame Fangs, and the surreptitiously learned of their insidious schemings. They plan to pull the strings of their tempered puppets and orchestrate another kidnapping raid. It is the intelligence provided by these tempered spies that affords the Flame Fangs such a wealth of victims. This cannot be allowed to continue. We must gouge out their hidden eyes and blind them to the movements of their prey. You are no stranger to Little Amalj'aa, I trust. Though it appears a haven for travellers and merchants, it is naught but a rotting corpse riddled with flame-addled maggots. We are fortunate then that you may walk among them unchallenged. Go to Little Amalj'aa, honoured ally, and do that which our Amalj'aa soldiers cannot. Root out the tempered and make of it a haven in truth. Okay, so I'm going to go now Little Amalj'aa, and I guess it's eliminate spies mission. So I will be continuing the videos for each of these rank ups, just because I feel that they're worth covering. They're just like way of recording these different things I've accomplished in the game, and it is nice to see as well what happens at the different parts of the game, the different stages. So obviously hitting the next rank in a reputation, doing special quests for it, is worth covering in my opinion. So anyway, we're now going to talk to Sylph, who is the Flame Commander. So what's this? He claimed Little Amalj'aa has been infiltrated by tempered agents. I wish I could refute you, but I have had my suspicions. It explains how the Amalj'aa are able to set such well-timed ambushes. With spies inside the settlement, it would be an easy feat to learn the schedules of visiting merchants and the like. Commander, sir, we've just received reports of Amalj'aa kidnappers attacking a caravan of travellers. They're dragging their captives off into Zanrak even as we speak. Again, down those blasted lizards. This is the 5th time this moon. Most of my troops are still recovering from the last engagement. Sergeant, I need you to assemble a squad and chase down those kidnappers. Take whoever can swing a blade. Care to lend a hand, adventurer? I've naught but raw recruits for this mission, and your presence may make all the difference. Pray join my soldiers out in the field as soon as you can. Okay, so let's go now. Let's see. So one thing that I've also been doing is I'm leveling, now that I've finished all of my other classes which aren't 50 towards 40, I'm now working at them one at a time towards 45, so my paladin so far has hit 43, so hopefully soon I'll be able to do the level 45 quest and get my first pieces of artifact gear for paladin. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to get them all to 45 and then hopefully ding them all to 50 at the same time in a distant world event, like I did with my crafting and gathering. So my aim is basically to get all of them to 49.9 and then ding them all at once. Just because it'll be the only time I ever do it. So, who are... Giselbert sent an adventurer to wipe our asses, did he? Well, you're too late. With these soldiers down, his entire unit is in tatters. All it took was the right word in the right ear, and away they scrambled. It was like leading lame furballs to slaughter. You're one of the newer recruits. You swore an oath to the immortal flames. An oath? My loyalty belongs to none but Lord Mithrie himself, and the Flame Fangs are generous to those who serve well. The immortal flames of Little Amalj'aa are now naught but the walking wounded. The Amalj'aa will be able to raid with abandon, and the soldiers we've captured this day will make fine additions to the Lord of the Inferno's army. You're still here? You think to punish me? That's rich. I have allies lingering nearby, and very soon the main company of the Flame Fangs will be arriving to take possession of the spoils. If you lay a hand on me, you'll be making some very powerful enemies. Okay. Let's talk to him again. Says, you can't be serious. Flame Fangs to me. The reason I've been doing this every single day is, well, because I have the time. Also because in 2.2 they're going to be releasing 2 more FFXIV quest lines, which are going to be the Sahagin and the Kobolds. So if in theory I would like to, you know, get it all done before then, rather than having to spend 6 allowances on 4 reputations. This time we continue. So, who are you? It was not supposed to happen. They were meant to detain you until the main company arrived. No, you stay away from me. So, Mithrie, what in the 7 hells is going on here? Our net has caught some rare fish indeed. Brotherhood of Ash, they shamed the Amalj'aa with their putillant refusal to submit to Lord Ifrit's cleansing fire. They are naught but ghosts of a fading past. So lacking in strength, they resort to consorting with the slave races. You are Zagog-Te, and I know of you as well. Lungar, such an intriguing costume you wear. Have you enlisted in the army of my people? Enough games, lizard man. Have you done with the captives? Or what have you done, I should say. Those that proved intractable were slaughtered. The Flame Fangs did not countenance the rebellion of cattle. The rest are already far beyond your reach, unless of course you intend to assault Zaharak itself. You civilized people make such endearing squawks and squeals as your hot blood sizzles on the desert sands. Though years have passed, I yet remember your mother and her bleating cries for mercy. Hells take you. I've never felt such heat. Is this the extent of the resistance I am to face? Is this the vaunted strength and resolve of the Brotherhood? I wield the unquenchable flames of the Lord Mithrie himself, and you seek to extinguish them with a fumble of spit. Return to Amalj'aa and tell him this. This world has no use for spent ashes. He and his followers shall be scattered before the searing winds of Zanrak's glorious ascension. Okay, so we need to quickly head back to Little Alameda. So that Flames Sergeant is just injured, we just left him there, but never mind. So I have been, obviously, since August I've been spending a lot of time in this game, so I am looking forward to any new environments they might bring into the game eventually. See some new places. And that's a good thing about MMOs, is that they will always expand, there will always be more places to go, characters to see, a story to be part of as well. Okay, here we go. So, God's Mithrie, I can believe it. A tempered spy within our own ranks. My men killed or taken. The lizard men wanted more than merchants. They were after the immortal flames from the very beginning. And I all but bloody served them up on a silver platter. I beg of you, adventurer, save the soldiers that yet live from a fate worse than death. Meanwhile, I'll see what I can do to salvage the tatters of my command. Okay, so let's return now to Amalj'aa at the Ring of Ash. Oh, it's very close by. One thing I've also been doing to sort of help myself level up is, for Paladin at least, I was able to finish the rank 5 hunter log. So I've now finished all of the hunting log for Paladin, which helped me get towards 43 very quickly. So it is something to do basically when you're doing 40 plus leveling. If you're not able to do it at 40, then just wait till 45. So, anyway, I thank you for your report on Amalj'aa. This Zagoz Tade you encountered is the fetid Moor that drives the Flame Fangs. His sole purpose is to bolster the numbers of Tempered. Each new Fire Sid slave feeds the Inferno of their god's powers, and in turn the flames of Ifrit's altars bless the zealots of Zanrak with unholy strength. The miserable sparks of their ambition must be stamped out. Go on, Amalj'aa, and break the captives free of their cages. Slay the Golas in the encampment to liberate the keys. Okay, so now we need to head to Zanrak. To right here. So Zanrak is this area, and Zaharak is that sort of fortress area, where you do a couple of the relic quests for just increasing the strength on your unfinished relic. So I know, for example, that Zaharak is the destination to do the Paladin relic quest. So maybe soon, when I get Paladin to 50, I will be going after that relic first. So that will be an interesting relic to get after, once I get the other classes to 50. And it will be the second relic I get in the game. And it is my intention as well to record a Relic Reborn from every single job's point of view in the game, just so regardless what your job is, you can see how the quest is done, how all the primal fights are done from every single perspective. Okay, here's the destination. Just kill these extras just so they'll interfere with them. Okay, hold our presence, here we go. Gaul Keeper. Okay, here's another one. So 2 more. Okay, where's the next one? There it is. Okay, next one. What's great about this game as well is that even though it's a big huge world with lots of thousands of players on each server, you can still do these quests in relative peace and quiet and isolation, which is good. So it's like each person is on their own adventure, and whenever you do a group event, that's when your paths cross. Thankfully in this game, the distance that the monsters chase you from their original starting point is not that far, so you can reset monsters quite quickly. In other games, some monsters will just chase you forever, basically, until you leave the zone. Okay. So it says use the cage keys to open the makeshift cages in Zaharak. So we actually need to go into Zaharak now to free the people that have been kidnapped. Random giant turtle. Reset them before I open the cage. So I said, I didn't think. I had made my peace with the gods, my thanks. Random fate there. Okay, maybe the cage is not down there, but there should be another one down here. Okay, there's one. Oh, didn't read it, never mind. Oh, I completely ran by it, didn't notice. Okay, so this one and one more. So, you're freeing me? It was an immortal flame who captured me in the first place. I no longer know whom I trust. Let's try not to get aggro with this fake boss. I was stretched out on me bedroll, gazing up at the stars, when some bugger bashed me on the noggin. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in a cage. Say, you happen to know the way to Little Alameda? Okay, so let's record now to Amalj'aa. I remember running through this area during beta phase 3, and the level cap during that beta was level like 35 or something, but because these monsters are level 48, you know, they kill a level 35 character very, very quickly. But it was fun to explore this region and see the world a bit. I did, during the beta phases, I did spend as much time as possible just exploring every inch of the available map, which was obviously more restricted than it is right now. Hello to Jinx McNinja, Officer in Distant World. Okay, here's Amalj'aa. So, you have dealt our foe a crippling blow, Mithrie. My warrior's blood sings at the thought of the confusion and devastation you have brought to Zaharak. Amalj'aa, be still. What enrages you so? You know damn well what. That was the animal that savaged my mother. I'll tear out his heart and string him up by his entrails. Know yourself, young warrior. You are not yet ready to face the likes of Thagog's tape. You should confront your enemy. Should you confront your enemy now, you will die a whimpering cur's death. What are you looking at, war leader? Is it because I am Makote? Will I ever be too weak to match Amalj'aa's strength? Foolish child, I say only that you lack martial wisdom. You imagine slights where none exist. War leader, Amalj'aa's kin must be avenged. I shall fight at her side. Let us rouse the Brotherhood and smash this flame fan snake once and for all. No, against their assembled ranks we would but invite our own destruction, and our laws are clear. Amalj'aa, this is a blood vendetta. None may aid you in its resolution. Only through the glory of victory shall the shame of your defeat be expunged. If you've the spirit to rail and curse, then use it to build your strength, for strength is all that will aid you now. But her sands take you all. It is said that the drake will drop its own offspring in a ravine and watch it claw its way up. So it is with the Amalj'aa. Okay, complete. There you go, rank 3. So it says, you have achieved friendly reputation with the Brotherhood of Ash. New Amalj'aa Beast Ride quests are now available from Yadovgar at the Ring of Ash. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the Brotherhood of Ash vendor. Okay, that's the achievement. You bet your ash free. So let's quickly check the Amalj'aa vendor, see what else is available. There we see like Mithrie rivets, Mithrie rings. Yeah, so nothing so special right now. We'll have to wait till rank 4. So might quickly just use the opportunity to sell some junk in my bag. Okay, so now the Amalj'aa is where I'm going to be doing the daily quest from now on, because this is the third one to be unlocked. And the quests which the highest one unlocks will always give you the most reward. So this daily is called Hatchling Humiliation. It will give me 780 gil, 15 tones of philosophy, 10 reputation, and 25 lightning shards. So it says, Amalj'aa has no use for Fairweather allied. With every innocent we save, with every unholy beacon we destroy, the Brotherhood's reputation grows, and that of the Flame Fang worsens. There is dissent even within their ranks. Hatchlings who whimper of leaving Zaharak to pledge their spears to our cause. But there is a fickle loyalty born on the winds of summer. They would betray us at first-hand hardship. These fair-weather fools are a disgrace to all Amalj'aa. They must be taught the value of honour. The hatchlings expect to meet with one of the Brotherhood. Instead, they will meet with humiliation at your hands, beat them senseless and douse them with water. Okay, we'll see what the next quest is, which will be my last for the day. So it's called Demolition Drake. So it says, Amalj'aa seeks to employ your skills in demolition, which will give me again 780 gil, 15 tons of philosophy, 10 reputation, 25 fire shards. So outnumbered as we are, our strategies must be brutal and efficient, though I would gladly wring the necks of our detestable enemies one by one. We can weaken their entire force by striking at their supplies. Behind the gates of Zaharak there are locked caches of foodstuffs and flame-touched weapons. Let us not be concerned with keys. Take a drake and burn their stores to the ground. Our master of drakes awaits you, honoured ally. Okay, so that's it for today in terms of how many allowances I could do, because I needed to do one allowance to get the reputation capped before the unlock quest for the next rank could be unlocked, and then I was able to do 2 with the Sylphs, and I'm doing 2 more with the Amalj'aa. And I always go for whichever quest gives the highest reward, because that is the quickest way to get them capped, basically, because there'll only ever be 3 of each quest. So it means that there'll only ever be 3 of the highest rep of both races. So doing both of them at the same time overall will always be quicker than doing them individually. Because if you do them individually, yes, you might get one of them to rank 4 before someone else does, but you will not get your second one to rank 4 before they finish both to rank 4. Okay, so I need to go down to here. Here's the Drake Whisperer. So my Drake's volatile breath will have those caches burning within moments. Have a care not to be caught in the flames. Okay, so the hatching humiliation is here and here, and the demolition drake are here and here. Okay, so let's go to here to do the demolition drake, and then we'll go down there first and then do the rest. So because the weather here is, you know, hot sun in a desert, therefore that's why you see this sort of blurry effect, because that's what happens in the real desert. There's the cache, here's the cache. I wonder if I can attack these monsters. Let me try, obviously, not to get killed. Okay, that one's done. So I can now dismount from this Drake, and I can just wait for my health to recover. And then I can go to these destinations. I need to get out of the range of this beacon because it's constantly trying to attack me. I'll just kill this Drake so it's not away. Okay, so you can't actually kill them. Once they're low, then you have to use the quest item, otherwise they'll just reset. Okay, let me try once more. Hopefully I won't be interfered with this time. Next quest. I'm still in the aggro range of that beacon, which is why I can't mount or leave combat. Okay, so now I've left combat, now I can mount up. And the way I know that is because that's what the little like enemy target thing on the left is for. It shows you what you have aggro of. And this is where you come along when you want to attune yourself for the Ifrit, hard mode and extreme fights. Okay, almost done. One thing to note is I am still using WT Fast to help my game connection, and I will use it for online games going forward just because it does work really well. You can find a link to WT Fast in my on my channel, because you'll just if you check it out, it's tunneling software. So what it does is it routes the game connection to the server as quickly as possible without taking too much detour through the internet, because it's its own private gaming network. so I would recommend checking it out if you have problems with latency. Unfortunately, it won't help PlayStation 3 users, at least I haven't found a way for it to help them just yet. If I do, I will say, but for now I haven't found a way for it. And yeah, so I just would recommend it, because it is one of those things I am actually using and I need to use, because I'm playing on a Japanese server 6,000 miles from where I live, so it does help me a lot. If possible, then obviously just play on a server close in your region, but because my free company is here, I don't have any choice about it. Not unless I change free company, but that's not a decision I want to make just now. I'm happy where I am. Okay. Almost done with the dailies for today. I can carry on leveling Paladin. I think Paladin will be my next main class to get all of the mythology items for, because I've finished Bard now. So. All Bard needs is maybe a couple more drops from Binding Call, and then it's got best in slot for every single set. So I need something else to spend mythology on for now. And the advantage of having a tank class is that it means that you'll be able to get into parties a lot quicker, because there's always a need for tanks, and that's always been the case. So that means that you will usually be able to have, as a tank, extremely fast queues in the duty finder. And that is really what I'm looking for, because I'm probably wasting about an hour a day just waiting for a duty finder to appear for my Bard. So I would rather just do it as a tank, or do it as whichever class I need to do it for it to be fast, and then change back to Bard for other things. And once I finish all classes to 50, then I am intending to try and gear them up with Dark Light and start just getting as many upgrades and grind a few things as possible. I also want to grind some PvP ranks up, because I got to rank 10 for now and stopped, but I need to continue. I do want to get it eventually all the way to rank 30. Okay, we're back with the quest giver. So let's turn it in. Demolition Drake. So it says, you have incinerated their stores? Ha! No matter how powerful their precious deity, an army is only as strong as its supply lines. This they will learn. Your victories continue to mount on Amalj'aa. Okay, so complete. 780 gil is fairly generous, to be honest. So good. The hatchlings have learned what their vacillation has wrought. Perhaps now they understand what it means to be a warrior. Okay, so turn this one in as well. So that's it, that's all my daily quests done for the day, and I'm now hit rank 3 with both the Sylphs and the Amalj'aa, and again they're both neck at 20 out of 510. So as the calculations I did for the Sylph video, in 2.5 weeks, if I do 3 quests from the new quest givers per day, then it will take about 2.5 weeks to get to rank 4. So anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.